Good morning, this is Llanos. I'm the managing broker of 24 Hour Real Estate, and we're here broadcasting from the Ukrainian village in Chicago, Illinois. Today is Monday, April 13. We're still in lockdown. We're still with our stay-at-home orders, but we're 24 Hour Real Estate. We're always here for you, so we're always working. I have a few questions from my subscribers in YouTube, from my clients that I would like to share with you. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please make sure to do that. Just smack that bell so I can always keep you posted whenever we post new content. And let's get to it. The first topic today is about forbearance agreement. Okay? So many people hearing the news saying, hey, banks are forgiving you some payments. And people get the idea that banks are giving away money, right? So I just want to cover how this usually works. So a forbearance agreement in the context of a mortgage process is a special agreement between the lender and the borrower to delay the foreclosure. So let's say if you don't pay 2-3 months, the bank has the right to foreclose you, to initiate foreclosure proceedings. So they, in the promissory note, they say that they can foreclose you if you don't pay. So the forbearance agreement is an agreement between you and the bank saying, hey, hold on, hold back on the foreclosure proceedings, wait until I stand back in my feet, then I pay you, and then we continue the whole relationship, right? But here's the tricky part. The borrower must resume the full payment at the end of the period, plus pay any additional amount to get current or the missing payments, including principal, interest, taxes, and insurance. So they tell you, okay, you don't pay for 2-3 months, but by the month number 4, you need to pay me the payment for month number 4 plus month number 3 plus month number 2 plus month number 1. So all of a sudden, after all of this period, when you're trying to get back on your feet, maybe get a new job or something else, now you need to have 4 payments in one shot. How great is that? I don't think it's so great. It depends on your situation, it depends on how you're gonna work it out. But don't go with expectations that they are, let's say in our example, month number 4 comes and then you only need to pay 1 month and then continue paying that. It's not how it works. Call your lender and figure it out what type of programs that they have to help, okay? And then also call me. I can give you another ideas. Maybe you can refinance. Maybe you can take advantage of the current interest rates. So every case is different. Just call or reach out, Number 2, many people are asking me, hey Herman, how's the market, right? That's usually what everybody says. So I am working 100%. I am pretty much as busy as the beginning of the year. People need to buy. People need a place to... Okay, let me step back there. Residential is pretty cool, okay? Commercial is a little bit different. So people need to rent or people need to buy because they need a place to live. So there's not so much negotiation, there's not so much of a difference in that matter. If you're planning to invest, you may be on a holding pattern to see what's going to happen with the prices. Or you may be like many of my investors, actively seeking, for deals. Because with the current situations, many sellers freak out and they start dropping prices. So what you should be doing as an investor is that, be all the time on the look because something great is going to happen. So again, I'm an essential worker. I need to, I provide housing for people. So yeah, I'm still working 100%. I took all the precautions though. Here's the trick. You need to have your mask, you need to have your gloves, you need to have your boots. Every time that you come back home, you need to wash all your clothes. I mean, you need to be careful, you know? So in that matter, I think this experience, whatever you want to call the pandemic, is going to be good down the road, because if we keep all these behaviors of being careful, I think we're going to do great on the next flu season or in the next pandemic, whatever happened after. But I think in that matter, it's good. Now, people are also extremely careful. It's like before, when you got buyers or sometimes people that want to rent, they want you to see 30 places. Many of them didn't make sense to see because, you know, the location was not there for them. Maybe the school that they wanted for their kids was not there. Maybe the public transportation was not there, but people still want to see them. So right now, people are more tactical. People are more efficient, more smart, and they do more research. They tell you, do you have more pictures? Do you have videos? Which for our listings, we always have. I can even do virtual tours for them and tell them this is how it looks. And many people are saying, well, I mean, that place is not going to work for us. So instead of going to see 30 places, 20 places, 10 places, people are more efficient and they only see, you know, whatever, 3, 4, 5, and they make a decision, you know? So I think it's great. Again, if we can keep a few of these things down the road, I think it's gonna be great for everybody and we're gonna learn many lessons. Okay, so now with the numbers. In February 2020, the median list price of homes in Chicago was about $340, okay? So it was like 5% more than last year. So that was great. I mean, you're talking about winter and prices were, you know, pretty much 5% up within last year, last winter, right? That obviously got interrupted in March and April because of the whole coronavirus situation, right? But that's an anomaly, which tells me if we go back to business, we're gonna recover and we're gonna go back to the same spot that we were before, or even better. I think things are gonna be better, and I tell you why. Because of the lack of inventory, scarcity. Okay, Economics 101 tells you when there is low supply, prices go up, and that's what's happening right now. Okay, so when people tell you, oh, there's gonna be 2008 all over again, I don't think so. You know, we haven't been building for years at the same path, and I think we haven't catch up, you know, to the place that we were before. Okay, so that's my expectation. Number 3, many people ask me about the payment protection program, like many business owners, or even people with 1099s. The payment protection program is the Small Business Administration began offering forgivable loans to small businesses impacted by the corona pandemic, I think 2 or 3 weeks ago. But the problem that we've been having is that those funds cannot come fast enough. Many people are saying, oh yeah, they will be here within the next weeks. And I call BS because, let me tell you why. Okay, I used to be an underwriter for SBA loans for a bank. I used to be a financial analyst, so I used to analyze deals and approve them or decline them, right? So the SBA used to process about 60,000 loans a year. You know, Small Business Administration equals SBA. It's a government entity, and it operates like government. So it's pretty much slow, bureaucratic. They ask for a lot of documentations. They can decline you for any signature or for any disclosure, that type of thing. So they used to process 60,000 loans a year. So within the last 3 weeks, 4 weeks, whatever, 3 weeks, they got almost 1 million loan applications. So you can tell me, so you already can tell me what happens, right? Everything becomes a disaster. So that's where we are on that. How quick we should be able to get the money? I mean, best case scenario, 2 months, 3 months. That's my estimate. So that money, the good thing is that money, if you use it in your payroll, in your office expenses, your company expenses, utilities, all the type of things, they can forgive you $10,000. So I still tell you, do it if you're a business owner, but just don't think that it's going to happen right away. It's government, so everything is inefficient when it comes to government. Okay, number 4, rent and evictions. Courts are closed initially up to April 16. So, and they may extend that 15-30 days. So I wouldn't wait for that to file an eviction, or if there's any domestic disputes or many domestic violence that right now is happening in homes. So I wouldn't wait for the court in that matter, okay? I would try to work out the situation between tenant and landlords and saying, well, what can we do to help each other to continue the relationship after we pass this bump, That's what I would do. And after they resume operations, the courts, they're going to be pretty backed up, so they're going to play catch up for a while with criminal cases, with all those cases that are not evictions. So that might take a while. One last thing that I want to mention is, I hear many people say, stay at home, hashtag stay at home, which I agree. We need to flatten the curve. I think everything is good. But what I want you to be more sensitive is to the people that they don't have your situation. Like many people that follows me, you have investments, you save money, you're very frugal, right? That's usually my type of people. So when this crisis came, well, maybe for many people that don't have kids, it was an opportunity to stay at home and maybe work on their hobbies, or maybe slow down a little bit of work. That's not the case for everybody. There's many people that they eat what they hunt. They live paycheck by paycheck. So what I ask many people, clients, investors, friends, is you need to understand other people. Not everybody can be there at home watching Netflix all day, Many people, if you cut their ability to go out, you cut their ability to bring food to the table. Many people say, oh, your job in a restaurant is non-essential. But for them and for their families, it's the most essential thing that they can have. So be open-minded, be caring, and try to understand other people. Also, if you see someone that, is going to Home Depot and is buying some wood so they can keep themselves busy in their yard, maybe that's the thing that is going to prevent them to commit suicide, because for many people, it's hard to stand the isolation. Not many people have this strong bonding with family and relationship that is going to allow them to go through this problem. So I wish for everybody to stay at home. I wish for everybody to stay safe. We hope to restart the economy as soon as possible in a very smart manner. But what I tell people is always be caring, care about other people, try to understand other situations, okay? This is the United States of America. There's no better country in the world. This is not the first time that something really bad happened to this country, and this won't be the last. But what always is recurrent pattern is that we get through bad situations and always come back stronger. And that's what I wish for you and your family. So have a great week. Please subscribe to my channel. Please always stay in contact and let me know your questions. I would love to answer them. Have a good one.